Hello students, welcome to a new series of mathematics program for grade 9. In this video, we are going to talk about the chapter Statistics. Well friends, today's session is the third and final part regarding this chapter. So let's start. In this program, you are going to learn how to use raw data to construct a frequency table and how to determine the mean, median, and mode for ungrouped frequency distribution using frequency table. Students, first we look at the calculation of mean for raw data through the following example. The students of a class were asked how many pencils they brought. Their answers were as follows. Part A. What is the total number of students in the class? Now, to obtain the total number of students in the class, you just have to count the total number of data. Hence, the total number of students is 30. Part B. What is the total number of pencils? Now, to obtain the total number of pencils, you just have to add all the data. Hence, the total number of pencils is equal to 60. Part C. What is the mean number of pencils? Remember, the mean number of pencils is equal to the total number of pencils divided by total number of students, which is equal to 60 divided by 30. Therefore, the mean number of pencils equals 2. Friends, when there is a large number of data, we can use a frequency table. Let's revisit how to construct a frequency table by considering the same example. Students, when you are constructing a frequency table, first construct a table with 3 columns. The first column shows what is being arranged in ascending order. In this case, the number of pencils. From the list, the lowest number of pencils is 0. So, start from 0 in the first column as shown in the table. Next, go through the list of number of pencils. The first value is 1. So, put a tally mark against 1 in the second column in the table. The second value is 2. So put a tally mark against 2 in the second column. Continue this process until all values in the list are tallied as demonstrated here. Friends, after all the values have been tallied, count the number of tally marks for each data and write it in the third column as shown in the table. Finally, we obtain a frequency table. Now, from the frequency table, observe the total number of students is equal to the sum of all values obtained in the column representing frequency, which is equal to 30, implying the sum of frequencies or sum of f is equal to the total number of students, which is 30. Also, it is important to understand what the information in the table represents. See the green row in the table. It shows 6 students brought 2 pencils each. This gave a total of 2 added 6 times, that is 6 multiplied by 2, which is equal to 12 pencils brought by these 6 students. Thus, you can add an additional column for the product fx so that the total number of pencils can be calculated in a systematic way. The first value in this column is equal to 0 multiplied by 5, which is 0. The second value is 1 multiplied by 9, which is equal to 9. Similarly, you can find all the remaining values in this column. Now, therefore, the total number of pencils is equal to the sum of all values found in the column representing the product fx, which is equal to 60. Hence, sum of fx is equal to the total number of pencils, which is 60. Remember, the mean number of pencils is equal to total number of pencils divided by total number of students. Now, if you are using frequency table to find mean of data, then you can use mean is equal to sum of fx divided by sum of f. In this case, 60 divided by 30, leading to mean being 2 pencils. Next, let us find the median for raw data using the same example. Now, first, arrange the numbers in ascending order. Next, cut one number on each side of the list until the middle term is located, as shown here. Now, the two middle values are 2 and 2. Therefore, the median is the average of the two middle values, that is, the 15th and the 16th values, which leads to the median being 2 pencils. Students, observe. The median is equal to half n plus 1th term, where n is the total number of observations. In example 7, the median is equal to half 30 plus 1th term, as the number of observations is 30, which leads to the term midway between the 15th and the 16th terms, as the total number of observations is an even number and the middle values are in the 15th and 16th positions. Now, let's use the frequency table to find median. To calculate the median from the frequency table, it would be desirable to know the position of each data. Thus, you can add an additional column representing cumulative frequency. Note, cumulative frequency is defined as the sum of all previous frequencies up to the current point. It helps in indicating the positions of data. The first value in the column representing cumulative frequency is 5, implying from the first to the 5th positions the data are zeros. The next value is 5 plus 9 is equal to 14, indicating from the 6th to the 14th positions each data is 1. The third value in this column is 14 plus 6, which is equal to 20, showing from the 15th to 20th positions each data is 2. Similarly, you can calculate the remaining values in the column representing cumulative frequency. Students, note the last value in the column representing cumulative frequency should always be equal to the total number of observations. Now, the 15th and the 16th values are both in the row indicated by the arrow. That is, they are both equal to 2, implying the median is the average of the 15th and 16th values, leading to the median being 2. Now, let us find the mode of raw data. What is the mode number of pencils? Now, from the list, 0 occurred 5 times, 1 occurred 9 times, 2 occurred 6 times, 3 occurred 4 times, 4 occurred 4 times, and the data 5 and 6 occurred once each. Now remember, the mode is the data which occurs most frequently. Therefore, the modal number of pencils is 1. Now, using the frequency table to find mode, remember, the mode is the data which occurs most frequently. In other words, it is the data with the highest frequency. In this case, the highest frequency is 9, corresponding to the data 1. Therefore, the mode is 1. Students, caution. The highest frequency is not the mode. In this case, the mode is not 9, but 1. That is the data which occurred the most number of times. The following example illustrates how to find mean, median, and mode for ungrouped frequency distribution using frequency table. A fair 6-sided die is thrown 35 times. The table below shows the number of times the scores 1 to 6 were obtained. First part, state the modal score. Observe here that the highest frequency is 9, corresponding to the score 4. Therefore, the modal score is 4. Second part, find the mean score. Students, remember, in case you are finding mean from a frequency table, then you can use mean is equal to sum of fx divided by sum of f. Here, the score is also referred to as the data x, and the number of times a score is obtained is taken as the frequency f. You can add an additional row to represent the product fx. The first value in this row is 1 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 3. The second value is 2 times 6, which is equal to 12. Similarly, you can find the remaining values in this row. So, the mean is equal to the sum of all values found in the row representing fx divided by sum of all frequencies, which is equal to 125 divided by 35, which leads to 25/7 in simplest form. Third part, find the median score. Remember, the median is equal to half n plus 1th term. In this case, it is equal to the 18th term. Now, here you can add an additional row to represent cumulative frequency. The first value in this row is 3. The second one is 3 plus 6, which is equal to 9. The third one is 9 plus 8, which is equal to 17. Similarly, we find the remaining values. Observe the last value in this row corresponds to the total number of observations, that is 35. Now, the cumulative frequency here indicates from 18th to 26th positions, each data is the score 4. Therefore, the median score is 4. Students, now it's time to take some exercises for practice, which will definitely help you understand better today's lesson. So take note. Question 1. Question 2. To summarize, in this program, you have learned how to use raw data to construct a frequency table and how to determine the mean, median, and mode for ungrouped frequency distribution using frequency table. Friends, here are some links which will provide you with additional information regarding today's lesson. The first link, the second one, and the third link. Students, this video on statistics ends here. Remember, in the first video, you have learned what is meant by statistics and how to use pictograms, bar charts, and pie charts. In the second video, you have learned how to find mean, median, and mode for a set of numbers. Today, you have learned how to construct a frequency table and use it to find the mean, median, and mode for ungrouped frequency distribution. So friends, till we meet again, it's a goodbye from me.